Myles Garrett, AFC Defensive Player of the Week as well. You and I have talked at length leading into this season about, the next step for him is to be a guy that's disruptive and you gotta and can take over games, and he's starting to become that guy. I mean, we're seeing it week in, week out.
What I loved about the Dallas game is there have been games in Myles' career where you've looked at a line and maybe a left tackle's been hurt, and you've said, "Oh, Myles is going to dominate this game," and then it doesn't happen. And look, it's maybe not all his fault. Maybe he's getting doubled, tripled sometimes, getting guys chipping him. Maybe he's opening things up for other players. But against Dallas specifically, that's a battered offensive line. He attacked whoever he was up against, and he dominated that line. And that's what we've been wanting to see from Myles Garrett now. And going into year 4, it seems like he's taken that next step. And this, of course, is a huge step towards maybe getting that Defensive Player of the Year award he's always wanted.
Yeah, and there's a thing on Pro Football Focus this week where he's been double teamed 30-some% of the time and still is among the top in sacks and pressures, which he's being double teamed significantly more than the other guys on that list and still finding a way to get done what he needs to get done.
It's just really incredible to watch him work when you go back and you see it in person how great it is, and you go back and rewatch these games and you see the move he put on the right tackle on that first play. He made him look like a lamppost, like he couldn't even move. It was just unbelievable. So whatever he did this offseason, whether he's just more comfortable, coming off the suspension, that's behind him, getting that big contract, that's behind him, or whether he's just in better shape, whatever it is, he's absolutely gone from being a really good pass rusher, putting himself in the discussion of being one of the best pass rushers in the league.
And you know what? He's made the guys on that defensive line a little bit better too, because he's taken so much of the attention from the offensive line.
And you see it in a guy like Sheldon Richardson, who had a really good year last year, and now he's sort of taken a step this year. And that's a veteran guy. You never know how much more those guys have, how much better they can get. And Sheldon Richardson, Larry Ogunjobi, who of course is dealing with an injury as well now, those guys are really playing better on the inside of that line. I think it starts with Myles.